There's no way. Don't even try to lie. You're telling me that you are an ESS and an AKM based DAC? What the? Oh, hey. What's going on, everybody? James here, your ABX audiophile. Today we're going to be talking about this cool little product, kind of the first I've seen of its kind, Douk Audio Q11. It's a simple DAC. Very basic. I'll give you guys a rundown. I'll show you all the specifications. We'll take a look at it. $150 on Amazon. And yes, it is an ESS AKM4493 hybrid DAC. I know you guys are all raved up about this AKM 4494. The 93 is kind of the older chipset. Kind of a little bit more cleaner, a little bit more refined presentation over the ESS. Sometimes the ESS, although kind of lively and bringing a lot of energy to the soundstage, can have a little bit of that ESS glare. You've heard people talk about that, and I have found that as well. So this one is actually a hybrid, takes an ESS DAC chip and an AK4493 DAC chip, and does some magic inside the box, and it's switchable. You can choose one or the other or blend them both to tailor your sound profiles. So let's take a look at it, and I'll come back and give you guys my thoughts, and we'll get you guys out of here. Let's go. All right, so that was kind of an overview of the Q11 DAC from Douk Audio. We really kind of fell in love with Douk Audio in this ultra budget space. We've had a lot of the IEMAs and the Fozzies and the Dukes, and you know, they send them to us pretty much constantly to kind of review. And we've really just kind of found that Douk just kind of does it, you know, pretty damn good. So, yeah, like I said in the review here, you got a nice display. Knob feel is okay, probably a 4 out of 10. It's a little bit wobbly, but it works. It is press and rotate, so you rotate the volume. You can change your settings here, your inputs. The nice clear top, like he's talked about, you can see the LEDs in there. Nice shine to them. Really small case. Little rubber feet on the bottom. You've got your, again, your RCAs kind of close together, but you've got your outputs here, going into your stuff. You've got a small array of digital inputs. You got your coax, optical, and USB, of course, and then your little barrel pin for your plug. But nothing super fancy here. $150. I'm not mad about it. We run some pretty high-end gear. I think my reference DAC in my main system when it was brand new was like $6,000. So I am in no way saying that this DAC competes with anything like that, or even like we jump to the Aries, some kind of higher end DACs. Of course, you're just going to get that, extra level of refinement and performance and resolution and detail and retrieval and space and layering. That's not what these are designed for. But if you are in the space of, a secondary little system at the desktop, or, a little system in your office or something, the Q11 is not a bad option here. It can typically basically just function as a preamplifier. I don't know where the damn remote is, but it's got a remote to it. that you can control the volume, the inputs, the outputs. You could defeat the lights on the front. So you could literally just run this RCA out to an amplifier, a small amplifier, and have just kind of a standalone system. So it is kind of cool. As far as the sound goes, when you do have it on ESS mode, you do get kind of like that little bit better energy and presence kind of in the stage, but you do get some of that glare. It's probably not the most refined ESS DAC that I've heard, but in the space, it's one of the better ones. And then switching to the AKM4493, of course, most of you have probably heard a DAC with the 4493 chip in it. Just brings that level of refinement, gets rid of that glare. You get a little bit more detail retrieval and stuff like that. But it is a little bit less of an energetic presentation. So to be able to blend the two is really nice. I kind of enjoyed the ESS and the AKM blending, where it actually runs both of them at the same time. That was cool because you get some of that vibrancy and liveness back, but it eliminates that ESS glare and that edge that you kind of typically get with some of the cheaper ESS DACs. And it sounded really good. At high volumes, of course, a lot of these kind of cheaper products fall apart a little bit. They get a little bit diffused and a little bit loose, a little bit grainy. But for the most part, normal listening on standard speakers that would be kind of in this price range, it's going to sound absolutely fantastic and perform well. So it's only when you really kind of drop this kind of DAC in a really high-end kind of, very resolving system that you can kind of start to pick apart these things. So if you've got just kind of a normal entry-level system, or just breaking into the kind of the mid-fi stuff, and you just need something kind of in a pinch, this is a really, really good DAC. Sounds good. I could not fault it really at all at the end of the day. And I kind of like the lights. My wife came in and looked at it, and she was like, "Ooh, that's kind of nice." And if you get rid of that blue, if you get kind of tired of that blue front, like I said, you can just defeat it with the remote. So let me grab. Where is the remote? So here's the remote, just your standard. You've seen a million of them, just kind of your standard remote, AAA. Like I said, you can hit the defeat the lights here. It's got your volume. You can select your inputs, whether it's USB, coaxial, Bluetooth. When you click this button here, it actually changes the DAC settings, so you can jump from your ESS to your AKM or the blended mode with the remote. Again, has the volume knob on it. The volume is controllable from the remote here too. So like I said, essentially this could literally be a standalone preamp. If you have a cheap DAC or a cheap streamer to run into it, you could run a Wii Mini to this guy as a streamer. Bada bing, bada bang. You could pick up the Douk Audio. I think it was the Pro 7 or something that we just reviewed. Check out that review because that was a fantastic Douk amplifier. And you could pair that with this. And have a system for, $300-400 that you could throw some nice speakers on it and be super happy. So anyway, check those guys out. We love the folks over at Douk Audio. They treat us right. They always have decent products for the money. And if you're looking for a DAC that gives you kind of the best of all the worlds, make sure you check out the Q11, man. It's on Amazon right now. Links will be in the chat or in the description. And again, my name is James, your ABX audiophile. 100% of our proceeds go directly to support youth musical programs that focus on mentorship through musical creation. Get in the Discord, be part of the work. Go check out over our Patreon if you like what we're doing. You could donate a price of a cup of coffee a month to help us out. Everything goes to charity. So just about $9,000 raised and donated in the last couple years. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you on the next one.